Hello. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Mech Monday. Today, hello. Hello. Welcome to another Mech Monday. Today we are, the webcam, there we go. Welcome to another Mech Monday. Hello. Today we are going to look at the Steiner, this House Steiner group that I've done in the past, but what we're doing today is we're going to work on the bases, we're going to work on the cockpits, we're going to work on the lasers, and we're just going to touch them up and we're going to finish them up. These are something I started a long time ago. Got to finish them up, so we're going to do that today. So, I'm going to carve myself out a little tool here. Okay, so if we look real closely, what we need to do is we've got some weapon details that need to be done, we've got some cockpits that need to be done, and there's just a little bit of love that can be given to like the hands here, the lasers, and then we're going to figure out what to do with these bases. Okay? So, the thing I like to do, first and foremost, is get, we might try this, that might be good. There's a great product that every miniature painter should have, and that is white ink. This is titanium white. This comes from a wide range of manufacturers. Just about everybody's got something like this, and it's important to note that this is not paint, it's ink, and that's very important here, and you'll see why in a minute. Because white ink flows much more smoothly than just regular acrylic does. You don't even have to water it down. So if you ignore, I'm going to put some right about here. Ignore all this here. This is from last week. I haven't had a chance to change out my paper. I'm going to put some right here, and it's going to be real easy to do those gun laser ports and things like that. As you can see on this Wolfhound, we have already done, you just put a little dab in these, and then we can color them later. So that's what we're going to do. And you don't need much, just a little dobule there. That's going to do us. A little bit of water on this brush. And I'm just going to use this fine liner because I can just get a little bit on there. A little dab's going to do. So, bring it down. So I've got this Cyclops here. It's got this viewfinder right here next to the cockpit. I'm just going to drop that in there, drop that in that little spot. We're going to hit up these lasers here, and then we'll just move on to the next unit. Easy peasy. Little dot. Let's adjust this a little bit. Give it more. Dibbity dab it on there. Now, I've also got now Cyclops. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be an auto cannon here, so I don't think I'm gonna do it there. If I can get these little ones right here, that'll be insane. Those are so. See, couldn't do it. Let's see if I can scoop that up. Let's see if I can fix that little problem here. Oh, I think I can. So I'm currently working on getting a actual. I'm scared to even call it a legitimate streaming setup, in so much that I can have like banners and announcements and things like that on the screen, so it's not just quite as boring. Also getting music, that way you're not just listening to me dither on the entire time, because I feel like that would be nice. I feel like anybody sick and tired of hearing my voice would probably think that's nice too. I could make that better, but I can't be bothered to fix it. I'm just not going to. Okay, so we got that laser. I don't think there are any on the back. What happened back here? Goodness. Let's just fix some of this here. Oh, well, that doesn't look good. Just add a little bit more color and pretend like it looks good. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, Cyclops done. Let's move on to the Zeus. You know, Chad might be interested. I'm gonna tell Chad. Because maybe Chad is on. I'm just gonna shoot him a text. Mech, Monday is a go on you too. Alright. So we've got the Zeus. We're gonna work on his lasers. Pretty sure there's one right here in the center torso. Pretty sure we got like a PVC here. Let's see, we've got for sure got this. I'll say it's a large laser over here. Got LRMs right there. We're good there. Let's see what else. I was gonna say, I think we've got something on the back end here. There's one. There's two. Pretty sure there's three. Yeah, there it is. It's one of those cool mechs that has lasers pointing backwards because it kind of makes sense to have. Okay. Excuse me. I am recovering from being sick, and I'm feeling much better. Okay, Bushwhacker. We for sure got medium laser right there. Let's see. We've got SRMs, LRMs, AC5. These machine guns? I think those might be machine guns. I think it's just the one laser. Bushwhackers are very weird in that they have a very mixed up loadout. They want their cake and to eat it too, which they cannot. You almost have to immediately just rework a Bushwhacker to make it feasible. Excuse me. Okay, Cataphract. We've got one laser. We've got two lasers. I think this is the large laser. So I think that AC-10 is in the chest there. Could be wrong. Okay, cockpit's looking good. We'll come back to that with some color in a bit. Does the Cataphract have lasers on the back? I see little laser holes, but I don't know if that actually is a laser. I'll just put a dot there just in case. Why not? That one's already white, so we don't have to worry about it. We'll just do that one just in case. Okay. Victor. Good assault mech. Very mobile, fun to use. Not super useful unless you switch this AC-20 out for an Ultra AC-20, then it's a whole different story. Let's see. Okay. Bring it up to the hatchet man. These ones have been sitting in my drawer for a long time. I say long time, not a very long time. They've been sitting in my drawer for a little while, neglected. I had these, I was batch painting them over the course of some number of days and weeks, and I just got so sick of looking at them on my desk, I just dumped them in a drawer and forgot about them. But alas, I know that I've left them unfinished, so I need to finish them up and get them going somewhere. At least off my mind. And then there's the Wolfhound, which is all ready to go. Okay? So, what we're going to do is get a little bit of color back on that toe. I'm not going to mess with the actual unit colors so much. What I am going to do is select probably a dope orange for those copies. What we're going to do is the Fire Giant Orange. Now, thinking about it, do I actually want to try on these? Let's just get the orange on there and see what happens, maybe? Let's just see. That's kind of the fun thing about painting miniatures, is that you're just kind of, you're kind of just playing the, let's see what happens when I do this game. Right? So, here's my Fire Giant Orange. It's going to get a nice big dabule. Got a nice little spot where I didn't want to. That's fine. No one's gonna know. I think that'll be a nice color there. Okay. I'm going to let that one lay on its back to let the colors flow where I want it to flow. Hatchet Man's got a wee cockpit. Just gonna, actually I might dab a little bit. There we go. Same thing. I'm just going to leave that there. Let it hang in place. Daggum. I need a Mucinex. Something fierce. Okay, got the Cyclops. The Cyclops is one that definitely, it would almost be a waste to not do anything more with that. That cockpit lens is kind of the draw of the Cyclops. Obviously, it's the namesake. Got this Victor. See, there are some units, this little technique where you use just a white ink for the cockpit and then just add some color with a speed paint on there. There are some that like Victors have great cockpit glass. So do Hunchbacks and Riflemen. Cataphract too. Check this out. Cataphract is just like the Rifleman in that it has these great enclosed spaces. Hard to screw up. Famous last words. Oops, as I screwed up. all those white spots kind of reside around the edges there. Might be kind of hard to see. Basically, I gotta make sure I covered the white spots that I didn't get blue on. So there's that. Bushwhacker. This one is probably gonna need to be touched up with blue. This one is not looking so clean. Cannot be held responsible for past me's paint job. I refuse. Okay, that one's looking pretty good. And finally, Zeus. Actually, I'm gonna need a lot more on this one. Zeus is interesting because it's got those big cracks. So I'm gonna have to come in and tidy up these areas around the glass. See how that shows just enough white, and that orange kind of just. See if I can get that to go right where I want it. Okay, so these are going to dry off. Now, for laser lenses, I tend to stick with the PC games and what they require. Oh, actually, yeah, it's not good enough. Oh, maybe I can. In so much that, like, large lasers are blue, green lasers are, or medium lasers are green. Red, small lasers are red. Anything clan is basically just like yellow and orange. And so we're gonna hit up these. I'm pretty sure I don't pilot Zeus. I think these are both. Let's see, PVC large laser. I think that's what that is. So we'll skip that. We got a medium laser here. Actually, don't we have medium lasers on the back of this? We're just gonna hit it with three. Why not? A little bit of color gives it a little bit of character. Same here. A little bit of green right there. A little bit of green right there. See if I can dab this up a little bit. There's a whole puddle in here. Okay, that one's good. That one's good. Cyclopsio. There we go. So, what we're doing today is we are updating some older models that I have painted. I have these, like, a lance and a half of Steiner mechs that I painted. So we're doing the cockpits, we're doing the lasers, we're doing the bases, and we're just I had them abandoned, and there's some other stuff we gotta do, like the cockpits here. I had done these a while ago, gotten sick of looking at them on my desk, so I dumped them in a drawer, and now we are finishing them up so I can get them out of the dark recesses of my mind and off of my to-do list. And dadgummit, there's a laser there that I gotta do. We'll come back to that. Medium laser, wham bam, wham bam. Good from my house. Nothing on the back. Wolfhound, look at that beauty. Little dab there, little dab there, little dab there. So we'll keep him looking sharp just right there for a second. Now, this is a really easy trick. If you want to make this, what am I trying to do? If you want to make these lenses, they're wet right now because they're drying. If you want to make them look really good, you can add some shine to them, like a gloss clear coat. I'm too lazy for that. I don't particularly care. This is just for my personal collection, so I really can't be bothered. I do need blue and I need a purple. So we're gonna get this purple. We're gonna get this blue, because that's what I got. We're gonna shake it up. Okay. We're gonna use the tidal wave blue to use for the large lasers, which are even fewer than the medium lasers. First I'm going to get a little dab. If you've never seen this technique before, get some white acrylic ink, not paint, ink. Just dab it where you want it to go in your lasers or for your cockpits. Works for both things. Do it the exact same way. Now, gotta let that dry. Okay, back to the Wolfhound. Bring it back now, y'all. So I'm gonna get that blue. I'm just gonna put it on this blue laser here. Obviously this is dried. You can see that gives it a little bit of depth there. Kind of makes it look like a lens. So let's see, other large lasers. Bushwhacker does not have any. We're going to do something special with the Cyclops. Cyclops does not have any. I think it's just the Cataphract has one. So it's going to get a little dibby dab right there. Zeus is going to get one right there. And I think that's everything. And then likewise, I'm going to get some purple. It's called Purple Swarm. And it's too much. And that's going to go into the PVC slot. PVC slot right there. Okay. Stand by 1 second. Okay. So I'm thinking that this hatchet man might be dry enough. Shut enough. Just kind of need to fake it at this point. Alright. That should dry. Call it good. Okay. Now then. What we need to do is just go over a couple of spots. Let's just go over with a fine-tooth comb what we need to do. This is all looking okay to me. Looking okay. What other touch-ups do we need to do? Maybe some gray or something on this eyepiece, lens, whatever that is. So let's just pick out a nice gray here. I'm just looking for a steely color that is going to. We're not looking for perfection here. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do. Where's that? This. What color is this called? A basalt color, which probably has not been shaken in 100 years. This is just kind of this is a Vallejo color. It's just a good kind of generic gray. It's also not at all mixed properly. So I'm just going to scoop a little. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm just scooping some right out of the cap. So it's not mixed. a lot of my paints have been sitting in storage or in a drawer for the last very, very, very long time. So I am just reinvigorating it now as we speak. No, I'm just going to add a little bit of silver to it too. Give it a bit of sheen. It's a grayish silver without doing a full metallic. And I needed some darkness in there. Okay. But we're just going to get this. I'm just going to. I've already got the shadow in there. Don't want to go over the whole thing. I'm just going to do this little number. A little bit of color there. So what I'll do is get some edging right there. Kind of like that. Maybe just a little bit right up here as a highlight. Yeah, see, that works. There we go. Okay, so once we do that, call that done. Maybe a little bit on the edge there. Some over here, just keep it interesting. Okay. Don't mess with it too much. Call it good. Hatchet man done. Okay. Let's see, that wasn't even in focus that whole time. I'm so sorry. Okay. Let's try that. Yeah, there we go. So let's bring a little bit of color to the edges here. I had a former customer reach out to me today. I was just thinking about him the other day. Asked if I wanted to do some Clan Wolf Beta Galaxy for him. I said absolutely. He's a loyal customer and he puts up with my pricing. So it's very nice. I think I can make a couple extra bucks. So we'll probably be getting that soon. Get a little bit color on this. Turbines here. Looking good. A little bit on the murder mittens here. A little bit of color there. And I'm going to say that this Victor is looking pretty good. We got a little bit on these edges right here, just to give him some pop. There we go. Okay. This is a Zeus. Oh, you know what? This is a good color for this up here. I'm sure there's probably a better color for this up here, but we're not looking for perfection here. I was hoping for maybe better than that, but let's see. Oh, dude, the Zeus has got these. I didn't even see that before. It's got like these little spots over here. Okay, well we'll have to get these. It's got these cockpit panels back here. I never even noticed that. And to be fair, I haven't painted many of these, so easy mess, I suppose. But we'll let that. We'll let all this dry. Maybe we'll do that last. Okay, that's looking Same as the others, we'll get some color here on these high parts. It's easy, it's got a couple nice easy ones there. Okay. I cannot see anything else that I must have. Is that color? We got a couple heat sink vents here. Nothing on the back. Yeah, we could get a little something in the back there. Give a little definition, or just cover the whole thing up and muddy it. That's fine too. I don't care. Okay. I think I'm going to keep this counterfront. I'm not going to paint this cockpit frame. What I am going to paint is a little of this. Probably the murder mitts. I'll have to get some wash on this or something. Perhaps if we can stop hitting the microphone. There, a little bit of shine there, be there, up there. I'm gonna call that good enough. Wolfhound, my favorite. I like wolfhounds. I'm not good with wolfhounds, but I like wolfhounds. You know, I don't really feel like this really needs much. I feel like this wolfhound's looking pretty solid. Oh. There we go, there we go. Good enough for me. Oh, the wolfhound, it's got more. I forgot, the wolfhound does have a laser on its back. Technically, it's supposed to have two up here and one back here, but they put a third one up here because in the games you can't actually do the one on the back, but there is supposed to be one on the back and two up here. This is smarter, but whatever, because back lasers are so niche. They're handy when they're handy, but that's basically never. Okay. Just clean out this brush a bit. Okay. Little color here. Oh, you know, I'm gonna do it. Missile packs. So same thing that we did before. We're gonna try and do it here. Give some definition to the missiles by just dabbing the warheads here. It actually helps to have a lot on the tip of your brush. Obviously, if you have too much, it's very much a fine line. Because you want to be able to just drop a drop on there. You don't want to paint it, you want to just drop a drop on there. But you can't too much, because then you drop a drop in the whole thing. If you don't have enough, you end up painting the thing, and then it looks dumb. So let's see if we can see what's the solution here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and paint around that, so it's not a big deal. Okay. Let's get back to our silver. We're going to just swing, 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 swing. brush along the top of these. Maybe a little bit right there. Maybe go the other way. Other way. Okay. Let's see. There we go. I think that's looking good. A little bit right there. A little bit right there. Call it. Okay, I think we're good on the gray. But we do need some right here. Okay. A little bit. We've also got this actuator over here on the shoulder, on the lefty. Let's see if we can get this in such a way that we don't need to go back over it again with like a wash or anything. Again, we're kind of going for like the simple solution here. Bring it around town. Look at that edge. Look at that edge too. Why not? This outside edge. Okay, got a little color there, a little color there. Let's give this some consistency here. Black would probably be better, but black is not on my palette. I feel like I'm kind of betraying my own process here because I really just want colors inside the lines. This is all looking pretty okay-ish. Not really sure what I was thinking with some of these choices, but you know, sure enough, I think we're okay. If I'm careful, I can get the inside of these, just a little bit of like a effect here. I don't need much. Okay. Cyclops has got a lot going on. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at this cockpit. Let's take a nice good look around here. Okay. Let's see if we can fix this issue from before, which I think we can. Then we gotta get like this lens. I say lens, this cockpit glass like clamp right here. Okay, so now we got that looking okay. We need to. I've got all these different lenses and lasers and stuff like that. Let's try to get those real quick. Pink one. Get like a green one. Oh, pink go on right there. Take some of that off. Get some purple. There. These might not be good colors. I'm also too lazy to get a red. So we're going to get blue right here on this white to make a good contrast. I'll get a green on that other little one. That may or may not have been worth the trouble, but we will see. That's done. Get on the back. Let's go back to this Zeus real quick. Take a look at was gonna do sand. I kinda like this turf we were messing with the other day. So I'm gonna dirty up one of these. Let's see if I can do this without ruining everything. I should not have opened this like a package of meth. Should have opened it with scissors like a civilized person. Which is what I will attempt to do right now. That will force me to put this in a better container tomorrow. I'm not operating like a rube. This is some great ground cover. So mix that up nicely. Okay. Put the paints away. Got the Mermaid Painter basing glue, which is just glue. It's nothing special. Where'd my little doohickey go? What's this? Almost done. Just gonna use this to spread the glue around. Some of that right there. It's gonna look real good when it's done. Move on to the next one. Okay. Gotta be careful not to get it on the sides of the base, because that's going to ruin everything. Once you get the stuff stuck to like the side of the base, see I've got a little bit of spilled glue right there. I gotta wipe that off beforehand, otherwise it's an enormous chore after the fact. So let's see. Okay. Mix this up a little bit here. Get the side colors next. That's a lot of glue. Arguably too much. glue on there. It's gonna hold a lot of this cool stuff. See if I can't get more of that turf on there. Perfect. I got this turf at a local miniature store. I really like it. Don't even remember the name brand. It's like a all-terrain turf or something kind of generic, but it was like actually really cheap, and it looks great. I just couldn't at the time justify buying like 6 different blends of things. So for now, woodland highland it is for everybody and everything. Squish it in a little bit. Squish that into the glue. Actually retain some. Okay, I'm gonna take my bushwhacker, which was my first one, kind of just tap that loose. Got a nice little wolfhound. Get rid of that loose stuff. Almost done. Zeus, looking good. I will get that cockpit finished at a later time so we can wrap this up. Factor. Get some glue there. This is very entertaining. It's kind of the boring part, but the results are super worth the trouble. It's kind of like adding the finish, like the Milne oil. It's like instant skill, just levels up your miniature so much by doing this. Absolutely worth the fuss. Put that there. Get this. Last one. Magic Man. Just using this little stick here to kind of just encourage that in all the cracks. If you go kind of like over the toes or over the side parts there, it doesn't really matter. These things are supposed to be heavy, they're sinking into the ground. So if you get some stuff up on the feet or something, it's really not a big deal. It's kind of a nice thing about the verisimilitude of something. Believability of any one thing. Also, you gotta get that glue in there somehow, so whatever. Alright. Last one. Perfect. Got glue on my arm. Get that last paintbrush. I don't know. There's something. Seem to have mixed up all that paint that I didn't want to mix up. Okay. cheating. How are you supposed to do that without cheating? That's crazy. Okay. Try and take that again. Might just have to go over that with the yellow. But there we are. I will post some pictures of the final products after I get my base decals on there from Bob's Decal Depot. And yeah. What do you think? I think they turned out pretty good. So just catch me on Friday when we do Fantasy Friday at around 8:30. There goes all my basic material. That's great. And I'll catch you next time.